Hello! Today I am going to be showing you how to make this really simple little 6-petal flower. Here I used a medium weight yarn and I used a 4.5mm hook, but you can use whatever size yarn you want and whatever hook. Just make sure that the hook is appropriate for your yarn. And the smaller and thinner the yarn, the smaller your flower, the bigger and thicker your yarn, of course, the bigger your flower. I hope you'll enjoy this video tutorial and let's get the party started. Okay everyone, to begin, I'm just going to use some medium weight yarn and I'm using a 4.5mm hook, but you could use it whichever size you want. So here I'm going to start by making 8 chains. So here I'm going to make leave the little tail so it's easier to sew into my work. Make my little slip loop, just like that. And then I'm going to chain 8. Don't do it too tight. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. After I finish my 8 chains, I'm going to slip stitch into the first one to close it off and form a little circle, little ring there, just like that. Now here, you can try to hide this tail as you work. It's up to you, or you could sew it in at the end. We're going to chain 3 to go up, and that will count as a double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3. And so then I'm going to make 23 additional double crochets, so you'll have a total of 24. The first 3 chains count as a double crochet. To do the double crochet, you just yarn over, go into that little loop. I'm going to try to hide this work as I go along. Grab my yarn. There'll be 3 loops of yarn on your hook. You're going to pull through the first 2, then the second 2, and that makes a double crochet. So here I would have 1, 2, and I just need to do 22 more. Oops, just drop that there. Once again here, continue doing your double crochets. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 24, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the next round. Okay, here I've done all the 24, including that 3rd chain, and I kind of hit the stitch along the back there, so then I could just trim this or go ahead and put this with the needle into the work again. So now here we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain to close our loop. So here's 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch that close, and now here, so that would be our first round. I'm not really counting the chain 8. So here then the next stitch to go up, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go ahead and in that same little space where we started there, I'm going to make a single crochet. So I put my hook into that same space, pull out my yarn, there's 2 little loops, and then I make a single crochet. After I do the single crochet, I'm going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to skip the next double crochet, which is this one, and single crochet in the next. So here I'm going to do that single crochet. I'm going to repeat that all the way around. 1, 2, 3, skip the next single crochet, which is here, because we're on top of this one. So we'll skip the next one and go into the 3rd one and do our single crochet, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So here I'm skipping that one, going to the next one. And I want to apologize because I am having a breakout on my body right now from the different medication I'm having to take. 2, 3. So they give you one medicine and then it causes other side effects, and then you have to take medicine for that. But I am in having a rash or breaking out in around my body, so that is not fun. So here I'm going to go ahead and repeat that all the way around, and we'll come back and I'll show you how we go on to our next round. Okay, here I'm coming to my last little set here, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go ahead, skip this next double crochet. So I'm actually going to be slip stitching into that first single crochet there to close my round. Now here I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do 7 double crochets in each, and this next space, then 1 single crochet, 7 double crochets, 1 single crochet. But here, in order to get there, I'm going to use my hook here and pull, go under the loop here just to get inside of that space, because right now I'm on top of this space. So I'm going to go there, pull it out. So now I'm inside of that space. I can chain 3 just to go up. And then here I'm going to do 6 more double crochets because we need 7 double crochets in every space. And this is going to be making our petals, okay? So here, counting this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now this is where we're going to be repeating 7 double crochets in the chain 3 space, followed by a single crochet in the next chain 3. So here I do 1 single crochet, so it's going to help shape my petals. And then here, once again, I do 7 double crochets. I'm going to have to yarn over, go in there, 2, 3, 4, okay, and then I single crochet in the next space, and I'm going to repeat that all the way around until I have my 6 petals. Okay, here I've come to my last little loop. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals. Here I'm going to do my single crochet there, and then if you want, here on that first single crochet there, I'm just going to go in there and slip stitch to close it off. Let me get my little scissors here. I'm just going to leave a little tail. So this is one of the little flower motifs you can do, and this is pretty easy because it's actually only like the 3 rounds, because well, 2 rounds here, but the 8 chains here to make the circle. And then, but or else you could just use this to decorate like on top of a sweater or whatever you want. If you want to make them even bigger with like a J hook or a K hook, just you can double it up, and then you can use them as little coasters. So they look really cute, but they could also be made out of cotton yarn or whatever you want, and just make all of these, and they're perfect little coasters. If you want to make them for the holidays, just change the colors. These would be really cute for Christmas too. You could do the red interior and the green leaves, or green in the middle and then red, or whatever you want. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that like button. There's a little bell next to the subscribe that you would want to click on so that you could be notified whenever there is a new video. Thank you so much for sharing your day with me, and remember always that God loves you.